All right, y'all, let's talk about it, man. Justin Fields. I have a different take on this Justin Fields situation going on. Let me reiterate once again. I believe he is the second best quarterback in the NFL draft, the upcoming draft that's coming this Thursday. But let me say this. There's this notion that it's disrespectful if a quarterback doesn't get selected early. No, it's not. If you're getting selected early, just remember, you're getting drafted to a very crappy team that played like complete dog crap at least the last year, if not previous years. So, as great as Trevor Lawrence has been, he's going to the Jaguars. They don't have a record that shows they're capable of winning a championship. They're capable of making it to the AFC championship, but not getting to the Super Bowl and winning a championship. Even with the number 2 pick, the Jets, whoever goes to the Jets, most likely Zach Wilson, they have been an incompetent franchise for years. You could say decades, even though they've had a couple of years here and there where they end up playing solid or playing pretty good. But still, they haven't done nothing since, back in the day. So, once again, excuse me. The 49ers, they just went to a Super Bowl, not this year, but a year ago. So that's a whole different situation. But once again, Justin Fields, if he drops down, that's not a bad thing. It's really not. Understand this. Lamar Jackson is in the position that he's in because he got drafted in the late first round by the Ravens. And the Ravens, they're a stable organization, and they know what it takes to win a title. They won 2 titles. They know what it takes to continuously be successful. So he went to the right team, in my opinion. And so far, he's been the best quarterback of his draft. Josh Allen, he's making his way up now. But Lamar Jackson, he's already won the MVP. And I do think he will eventually at least make to the AFC Championship soon. I know Josh Allen just did it. But we got to see Josh Allen be consistent, like, the season that he just had. Now, once again, like I said, Justin Fields, I think he is a very, very good quarterback. And if he drops down, cool. He can get selected by the Patriots because that's what's buzzing right now is that the Patriots, Bill Belichick, will trade up from 15 to 10 or even maybe a little bit higher if they can to acquire Justin Fields. They can draft him. So if that happens, they're going to tear the league up. If Justin Fields ends up as a New England Patriot, I say, look, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, enjoy the next, I'm going to say 3 to 4 years. Because after that, if Justin Fields gets drafted to the Patriots, they're going to take over after the next 4 years. I don't care what nobody say. Justin Fields is that good. And Bill Belichick would do everything in his power to make sure that Justin Fields is the quarterback he needs to become for Bill Belichick to win at least another title. Because Tom Brady's up now. He's up 1-0. And he might be up 2-0 after this upcoming season. So he's got to get another star quarterback so he can prove himself that he's, maybe just as responsible, if not more responsible, for the Super Bowl victories that he has with Brady on the Patriots. So, yeah, man, I think that Justin Fields dropping down is not bad. Look at Aaron Rodgers. He got drafted to the Packers, late in the first round. But he went to an organization that's been to multiple Super Bowls that know what a great quarterback looks like. Now, they might have messed up with the Jordan Love situation. But regardless, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, now Aaron Rodgers, that 3 of them things. So, yeah, man, this whole drop them down, it's overrated, man. A lot of these teams in the top 10, I mean, they're technically bottom 10 teams overall. So, yeah, they wildin'. I wanted to address something as well. My homie brought this up while we was at work about, I believe, Stephen A. Smith. He was trying to make this a racial issue. Look, it is a racial issue in the NFL draft that does happen where Some of these quarterbacks that are black, they get talked down on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these so-called experts, they shoot down on them and say these dumb things like they can't make reads pass or one read. They can't really read coverage, or they can only run. That's not the case with Justin Fields. We didn't know about the epilepsy situation. I don't think that's going to affect him into the draft. But I do want to say this. Trey Lance is another quarterback that is black, and he potentially might end up number 3. So let's not try to make this all racial. Some of these pundits, some of these quote unquote experts, I'm just going to say commentators on ESPN or whatnot, they do say racial stuff. I will never forgive Bill Polian for saying that Lamar Jackson should have been a wide receiver. He's garbage. I don't care that he picked Peyton Manning. He's garbage as a person, period. I don't care. I don't rock with Bill Polian. But yeah, I don't think this is completely a racial issue. Like I said, there's some things that Justin Fields is doing on tape that apparently some of these guys don't like. The insiders, or not insiders, the scouts don't like. The hell with them. They do this every year. Everybody did this with Justin Herbert last year. I didn't even believe in Justin Herbert, and he shocked everybody. So it's not always a racial issue. It is a racial issue at times. Let's not get twisted. To this day, they still be trying to find ways to shoot down on black quarterbacks, but it's not every black quarterback. Cam Newton was number 1 overall as a quarterback. Robert Griffin was picked high, as a quarterback, and he's black. So let's not always try to make this a racial issue. Stephen A. Smith, he has a habit of doing this type of stuff. Like, for instance, he said, basically, I don't rock with Adam Gase, but when Adam Gase was coaching the Dolphins, he tried to say that him picking or selecting Jay Cutler as his quarterback because Tannehill was injured was a form of white privilege because he didn't take Kaepernick. He ignored that Adam Gase had a previous football relationship with Jay Cutler on the Bears. He completely ignored that. So we have to be mindful of the relationships that are developed in sports, all these leagues, because coaches will pick coaches that they have a bond with. Same thing with players, same thing with GMs. So let's be mindful of that as well. But racial issues do exist with the black quarterback. I want to make that clear as well. But once again, if Justin Fields drops down, so be it. Let him get picked by the Patriots. They will take over the league once again in about 4 years or so. So whatever, man. But let me know what you think about this Justin Fields situation. Do you really think it's that bad that he potentially might drop down? I'm going to get to this Mac Jones 49ers situation next. Let's get it. Comment down below.